Jello Beats, holla at me.
Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel and another video, another contest prep update. So we are in week 29 of contest prep, and we are now 6 weeks out from the BNBF British Finals. So this has been a hella long journey so far, and a great one, a superb one. I wouldn't change it for the world. And this week post-show, I must admit, has been difficult. It's been hard because it's mainly, and I had check-ins today with my clients, and obviously Luke, who won his class as well, we were having sort of a chat in his check-in about the mentality side of things, and sort of just like, it's not really an issue with us getting back on track with nutrition, because I came home, I had some oats, and I was back on track the next day, and if anything, I woke up the same weight that I was on stage on show day, and then I also lost weight last week in my diet break, and I talked a little bit about that in the podcast that I did with Vicky yesterday also, but it's more so the mental side of things that affected me last week, because despite the euphoria and the positive feeling of winning, I still felt kind of empty. It's like that post-Christmas feel that I talked about in the other video. So I battled through that. Makes it sound like a crazy task. It really isn't. But yeah, it's a little bit difficult. So we went through that, and then training sessions this past week were very hard. Everything felt like it was bolted to the floor, lower body especially. It just felt really difficult because my body was tired from posing. Body was tired from obviously being in a deficit for a long period of time. Despite the little bump up in food, it didn't really make much of a difference, to be honest. It didn't really make me feel much better. I think the best that I felt was Monday, Tuesday, off the back of 2 very high days of show day food and loading. So that was probably why I felt better there. But to be honest, the food didn't really make much difference. So I trained well, so the sessions were good. I retained numbers where I could. I recalibrated or reset some things to an extent, but I didn't push myself too far over the edge. I didn't sort of go into my sessions hella motivated like I thought I would be, knowing I was the champ and knowing I was I'd already won a show. I didn't really feel like that. I just felt like, okay, cool, job 1 is done. Let's go on to the next one. So sessions were okay. Here's my family coming in. So sessions were okay, and nutrition was good throughout the week, very consistent. Body weight came down also, and then also alongside that, I noticed some drastic improvements in sleep. Okay, so my sleep quality throughout peak week was not amazing, and I followed that up with some really good nights of sleep last week. So that was really mentally rewarding and got me nice and recovered. So I do feel much better now in terms of soreness, etc. I don't feel as sore, but I've started to dig. So you'll notice that obviously I brought my food up slightly last week, which to be honest I was still in a deficit. My cardio was the same. Although I introduced 2 sessions of HIIT, that was the only difference. I was doing 1,400 calories in peak week of LISS, and I did 1,200 calories last week of LISS, and then 2 sessions of HIIT. So it worked out the same calories, just 2 sessions of HIIT at the end of lower body sessions. Reason why I introduced the HIIT is I wanted to try it. I wanted to see how I responded and whether I enjoyed it or not. I've been recovering from it fine, and actually I feel really fucking good after coming home from a HIIT session. Just mentally, I feel like getting through that and getting it done is so much more rewarding than LISS. It's difficult, it's hard, but it's almost a bit more fun than LISS, because it's a task. It's a really difficult task, and LISS is just boring. It bores the hell out of me. So I'm actually enjoying them, and I'll keep them in for a little bit. So I like those, and until they affect recovery, they will be in. Food-wise, last week was 350 carb, 50 fat, 175 protein. And I still continue to lose weight on that. So with body weight not really heading in the right direction towards the end of the week, I've made a slight adjustment. The only adjustments being rest days. The one rest day of the week, I just pull out my intra-workout shake and my post-workout shake. So post-workouts, shake is only whey protein, so protein's a bit lower, and intra is only 20 grams of carbs. So carbohydrates drop by 20, protein drops by about 15. My normal days, my training days, staying at 350 carb, fat's coming down by 10, so fat's at 40, less cashew butter. Oh, I'm literally in tears about that. Fuck. Anyway, man up. So less cashew butter, 40 grams of fat a day. That's pretty low. Not the lowest I've ever been, but it's pretty low. And then proteins at 165 or 160, either 160 or 165, but that will be a range anyway. So yeah, those are the new numbers, and I'm looking forward to starting hitting them. Obviously, I started them today. I did rest day macros yesterday. I'm already kind of feeling it, to be honest. Like, I'm feeling the little bit of the drop, or at least I'm feeling like I'm back into a deficit for sure. I feel hungry in between meals. You'll notice that I've started using white potato now in the air fryer. Oh my god, life changer. Please buy, please purchase. Link in description box for the Tefal Active Fry. Awesome bit of kit. Love it. Really love the potatoes that come out of that machine. So yes, white potato is actually quite high on the satiety index. So that's why we've kind of utilised white potato over a basmati rice. The only issue is when you're having a kilo of potatoes a day, it does actually contain quite a lot of trace protein. Again, like I talked about in the protein video in off season, it's about 20 grams of protein in a kilo of potatoes, which I do track. So just could be a little bit aware of that as we go on. Veg wise, I'm probably consuming a little bit less veg overall because I'm not having a huge salad anymore, but I'm having 200 grams of sort of green veg, which are currently green beans and broccoli with those two meals that I have. I've introduced Udo's oil as well, which is a very, very good blend of omega-3, 6 and 9. Very, very good fat source, not only for health, but obviously hitting your omegas, which I used to hit with just omega-3 capsules. But so they're out now, and omega, the Udo's is in, which I pour a drizzle over the chips, which is unreal. Don't cook with oil, Udo's because it can actually denature it. But that's what it says on the bottle. It's not coming from me, it's coming from the bottle. So I believe that the best way to have it is on food, not cooking with it. Udo's is great as well. It's a UK based product as well, so I'm supporting the UK scene with that. And then we've got no real changes to the evening meal. Evening meal is the same. Training split, same. And cardio obviously just changed from the Stairmaster to the recumbent bike, just to bring down the impact of that. Obviously we've upped the impact with the HIIT, so it kind of sounds like I'm contradicting myself, but nevertheless we've lowered the impact. I just found the stairs just boring as well. I just found them boring again, so I'm burning the same amount of calories with the recumbent bike. The only issue is the fucking seats burning my arse. I haven't got a huge amount of body fat on my glutes, so they're still not in from the rear, but pretty close from the side. I'll throw up some images as well that we took over the weekend, me and Jack. Jack's made some significant progress. Throw up a few of him as well. But yeah, we took pictures, we took posing images at the end of last week on Saturday. I was really happy with them. I think with some significant progress has been made with regards to fat loss, and obviously fullness regaining as well. Maybe some slight tissue regain as well, potentially. So, but mainly fullness. So yeah, guys, that's the update. I think I've blabbed on for a while now, or at least long enough. Hope you've enjoyed it. Hope I haven't been too sort of like tiredly today. I just feel a little bit tired. I'll be honest with you, I feel a bit tiredly today. So time for me to crack on with my last few check-ins of Monday, and then I've got a push session tonight to complete, and obviously some steps to hit on the Fitbit. So I love you lots, guys. Lots of things to announce coming soon. Lots of exciting things in the pipeline, which I will be announcing later into the week. So keep your eyes peeled. Like I said, I love you all lots. Any comments or questions, please ask, and we'll chat very soon. Cheers, guys.